Welcome to this week's edition of Glendale Viking News, where past week, we have some nice, sweet topics from Glendale. First off, we'll talk about the school-wide positive behavior. Second off, we'll have a nice interview with the three moving on to regional choir, which is happening next week. After that, we'll have a nice interview with Josh Potuschnig on him reaching 1,000 points in basketball. Last but not least, we will have District Jazz from Jaden Tornator.
Ms. Snyder, and she's in charge of the school-wide positive behavior program. Recently, we had 2 evaluators come, and we were just wondering what exactly they did.
So the evaluators are coming in. We've been doing school-wide positive behavior for 5 years, and there's a chance for us to get what is called banner level. And the banner level gives us an opportunity to get more grant money, provide more services for the school, and we're kind of looked at one of the, most positive schools, and that we're doing the school-wide positive behavior the way that they were hoping that it was going to be done.
Okay, so what did they ask?
So different things, they would go to some faculty members or staff members and ask them if they knew like our school-wide positive behavior motto. Also things like if they knew what to do in a crisis, like our crisis plan that we have, if they've ever given out a Viking buck. So there was certain criteria that they wanted to know if everyone was on the same page with. And then also with the students, they would ask them if they knew the motto and if they've ever been given a Viking buck to see if our incentives and the Viking bucks was working.
Okay, so if we did good with that, what does it mean for our school?
So once we kind of get the paperwork back, it would give us banner level. And like I said, we would get a chance to have like more grant money that's given to us, which would go right to the school, providing more services for the school. And the other step that once we hit banner level, then it gets us this tier 2 level, which kind of gives you that next level of support and framework that school-wide positive behavior has. So it just kind of helps us to keep increasing and doing more with the school-wide positive behavior.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Snyder, for that update on the school-wide positive behavior. Next, we'll be going over to have an interview with the 3 that are moving on to regional choir.
I'm here with Jerry Lowe, Raylene Simmers, and Jeremy Magnetti, who all advanced to the regional choir. So tell us, what is regional choir?
Regional choir is the second level of competition in the PMA choir circuit. We advanced to regionals from district choir.
So after districts, we went to regionals, and now we will audition to make it to all-state choir.
The Regional Choir Festival is being hosted at Glendale this year, and it will be taught by Dr. Leach. We are learning 12 very challenging songs.
And what are you most looking forward to at the upcoming regional festival?
Staying in our own beds instead of a hotel.
Thank you very much. Okay, so now we will be moving on to Josh Potuschnig reaching 1,000 points in basketball.
I'm here with Josh P., who scored the milestone of 1,000 points at his home game against Kernersville. Josh, what was your first reaction when you made your 3-point shot that got you 1,000 points?
I was very excited and thankful for my teammates for getting me there.
How do you feel about being the 7th person in school history to score 1,000 points?
I feel very honored to be in this position. I wouldn't have done it without my teammates and my family.
And what would you tell someone who's trying to score 1,000 points?
Just work hard and don't be selfish with the ball.
Congratulations, Josh, on reaching 1,000 points. Keep up the good work in basketball for the remaining end of the season. Now we will be heading on to District Jazz.
I'm back with Jaden, who plays trombone, and he is going to explain to us a little bit about what District Jazz is.
Well, District Jazz is when all the schools in the district all come together to one host school, which this year is East Juniata. We all form 3 jazz bands, which is a director band. The other 2 bands are hosted by 2 guest conductors that come from like a major college or some sort. And yeah, it's a great time.
And do you think that you will be advancing to regional jazz this year?
There is no regional jazz.
Thank you for tuning in with this week's edition of Glendale Viking Vision News. So we have talked about the school-wide positive behavior, regional choir, which is coming up this week. Talked to Josh Potuschnig personally, about him reaching 1,000 points. Keep up the good work, Josh. And last but not least, we talked about district jazz. Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Glendale Vikings Vision News. See you next week on Glendale Viking Vision News.